Sagittarius, the month of October, I see pentacles are coming in all around you. You are at a turning point. Now let's go deeper. Welcome to Ascending Soul's journey of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever you have Sag heavy in your chart. This is going to be a turning point month for you, where if you've been feeling stagnant and stuck, it is going to change. Now, as I'm looking out, I see a vision and I keep hearing all these different things. So let me tell you what is coming through me. This vision is a person who has a heavy load of stuff they're carrying, like 2 buckets of water. They have like buckets that they're carrying up a hill, but they're on the platform. So the hill goes up like this, there's a landing, and then it goes up more. That's where I feel a lot of you have been, is like in either climbing to reach that point of rest, rejuvenation, or you have been doing that and now you're going to move forward. The beautiful thing is the pentacles are at the top of the hill, and this is the turning point. Now, some of you are going to run up that hill because you've had so much rest. You are rejuvenated. You understand the magic within you, the power within you to climb that and not feel completely drained. And there are some of you who are going to go right back down the hill. Okay. Now, I know that's awful, but you got 2 cards that came out for the month, and this is the Pentacles. But way I am seeing it, Sag, is the Pentacles are circling you. It's not in a pot. It's not in a bucket. It's not in a treasure chest. They're circling you, where it's more like an option. I want this one. I want this one. I want this one. And each of those Pentacles represents something positive coming into your life. A new move, a relocation, a new relationship, a new life for some of you, because you're going to take all 10 of those pentacles and say, I'm going to start over again, and I'm going to take the whole dang chest. And that may very well be those 2 buckets filled with pentacles. That's what you're trying to do, is start your new life. But this is a very clear vision that I'm seeing. If you're new here, I am a psychic remote viewer. I see it, hear it, feel it. It comes through me. These messages, I don't even remember them. I just have to make sure when I'm presenting it to you, it makes sense and I'm not stepping out of boundaries for the social media content, right? I'm multitasking while I do it. But this is what you've been through. A lot of mental fatigue, a lot of wasted energy is what I see a lot of our Sages have been through. But yet there's been progress, right? So even as I look like through the analytics of my own channel and the way Sag interacts, either we're going to get like 2,000 views and that's it because you don't believe in yourself, you're not feeling it, or maybe I didn't get it through the feed very well because everything is based on title and title alone. But once you take the title, it's like the cover to a book. The content in the book is very different than the title. The title is just going to bring you in to take a look. See, but it's the content inside the book that keeps you reading, that gets you actually emotionally engaged in the material that's in the book. That's where I feel a lot of you are going to really become sponges. Now, the month of October is about a change that has taken place over the past 4 months. If you remember, your reading in June was talking about a karmic peak. We were talking about karma. June, July, August, September, and October is the here I am. And that's the message that I kept hearing. Here I am. Hello, it's Sag over here. And I can totally see our Sages doing that because you guys have this really great, the fire element in you, standing out in a crowd. You're funny, you're fun to be around. And most of the time you aren't too shy about sharing that. But yet, with the challenges that you face, the mental struggles, the arguing, the listening to the wrong people, you're at a point right now where recognizing, instead of the mirror being the opposite of you, the duo effect, the polarized effect, this month is about looking in the mirror and who do you see? You see you, not who you were, but who you are today. All of that has been removed for a lot of you. If you choose to bring it back, that is absolutely your choice. but through the solar eclipse, through the energy shifts that I talk about, through this powerful upgrade that we just went through on the 25th of September, where you may have found yourself a little bit lightheaded, little disoriented, but just temporarily. I mean, just like, whoa, I think I have to sit down and maybe even lay down and take a nap for 3 or 4 hours. I did that, it totally threw me out of sync. So now I want to record at 2 a.m. and I can't do that because I'm in a building where there's people, right? And they can hear me because they get quiet when I start recording. My neighbors do, so they can hear me. I know they can. Of course, I have windows open. The point is the mental struggles created the fatigue and it zapped your energy. And then on top of it, you've been around people that have been trying to lead you rather than you be the leader that you truly are. That's not happening in the month of October. This is you saying, that's me in the mirror. And it is not a test. This is the real thing. This is you performing October, November, and December. And I don't mean like as entertainment. I mean performing in the new embodied you, the new enlightened you as you go forward, because that's who you're going to be in the month of January. You're starting the end of the year in this new energy vibration. So some of you, if you are looking at the vision of what I'm seeing, the plateau, you are going to climb that. Some of you are going to run right up it, and you might even skip and fly up there. As far as I know, hey, helicopter, give me a lift. Like, you'll be creative on how you get up to the top of the hill. And others are going to say, I'm too freaking tired, and have these mental struggles. So you see, there's a distinct difference in who we're talking to right now. So when you listen to a general reading, mine or anybody else, this is about not saying, oh, that's my reading. This is about saying, I get it. I feel it. I understand it. The frequency exchange that comes through here, because if I'm talking about somebody on a hill sitting on a landing to go up the rest of it, some people are going to say, oh my gosh, I would never climb that. No, that's not the point of the vision. Right? So see beyond what's going on from today forward. We're going to change things up in these readings. Ascending Soul's Journey is about your ascending soul and the journey of life. Ascending growth. The soul is your authenticity and journey is life. Growing your authentic life. That's what this channel is about. But we love the tarot. It's super fun. So I'll keep on doing it. But it will be done different. Bring your cards to any of our readings because we're going to go deep and you're going to pull your own cards from now on. Does it match? Whatever you're thinking is what's going to pull out of this deck. All right. So let's keep going. And a lot of you are going to be like me where what you're thinking, it's going to reflect in the card. That's how it works. You're not going to read the card. I know how to read these. I know the meanings forward and backwards, but the messages have nothing to do with the card. The card backs up what I say. And that's what I see with you. You're going to have people around you who are going to back up what you say. They're going to validate you. They're going to... It's not consoling, okay? There is no pity, all right? They're like, you know, it's like, Sag, you went through everything because there was a reason for it. And you're going to be, yeah, I know, but I didn't like it. And this is going to be a really powerful energy for you where confirmation, validation coming from you to you. That's what I see coming in for you. When it comes to security, your foundation, this is everything on the material plane, your home, your career, your retirement, where you live, your communities, your families, your friendships, education. Everything is underneath foundation, which I have been doing that for the past 7-8 years, talking about the foundation, right? This is that moment when the security net that's under you feels safe because you're choosing to make it safe. You are becoming the emperor of your own life. The emperor is a person who has a lot of knowledge and has put that knowledge to test. This is somebody who understands how to move money from one exchange to another, from one place to another, the right timing, frequency. Money is a frequency, and you're going to understand this, especially highlighting in the month of October and then moving into November. You're going to understand the vibration of anger, and this is going to bring low people in, people who are mad, people who are unvalidating. They invalidate you, they invade you, they consume you. The distortions, the mimics, the missed opportunities that were not aligned with you when you were in that position, that's all leaving. So if you've done your shadow work, this is your growth moment. And if you haven't done your shadow work, you need to get it done before the end of the year. Let me know if you're interested. I have a PDF I can give you on doing your shadow work and help you get through that super quick. There is a new environment. This also represents something new coming in, something that is very solid for you, matching the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be a position of authority that is within a large corporation where you're actually in a leadership role. This would be the CEO, the business owner who has people that work under them, not a small business like me, like a big one. This is the person who takes charge of their life. The problem with this, and I know a lot of you will relate to it because you are a Sagittarius, and let's face it, a lot of you are stubborn. I'm an Aquarius. I'm stubborn, okay? A lot of us are. Taurus are very stubborn. But with this energy comes that I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. And that's what I saw before I started this reading is don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do it from myself. Only this time, you have all of the knowledge, all the lessons are learned. So there is full accountability. There is no listening to other people for the month of October. After that, that could be very different, meaning you'll hear what they have to say and pull out the pieces that make sense for you. But I just see Sag saying in the month of October, nope, I'm going to do it myself. Okay, not like a child, but that's the way I'm seeing it, is like a child. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself, which gives you such personal satisfaction and absolute growth as you create the foundation that works for you. Some of you are going to relocate, and it is going to literally put you into a higher frequency. If you're considering traveling outside of whatever country you are, it is important to learn all the facts about where you're going as much as possible. Because, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have thought that Spain went on in the summer till 4 a.m., but they do. Like, they have such a good time. Everybody sits outside and they enjoy life. They share with each other. Very different than the country I came from. There's a certain connection to the land. And if you're in my AscendingSoulsJourney.com membership, a founding member, you may have seen that video. You can sign up and you can have access to that video about location, and location is everything, and it really is. And this is that one moment where I see Sagittarius is going, yes, I get it. No more picking the wrong people, not getting involved in a relationship that may or may not work because of fear. The fear is lifting for the month of October. And I love that for you, because this is about you doing it your way, and it actually is going to work. So when we get guided into, you know, different directions, we definitely can be led into that Five of Swords energy. But when it comes to your foundation, you've been waiting long enough. The card of Temperance is for the month of, is for the zodiac sign Sagittarius. You've been waiting long enough, and some of you are going to reunite with a family. And let me be a little more direct about this, okay? What I see is an option to communicate where somebody needs to apologize. It could be you to them, or them to you, or both of you to each other. A miscommunication is going to come back around before Mercury in retrograde. Now, that may mean the initial email or text or phone message is left, and then it actually highlights when Mercury in retro comes back around in November. I know it's that time again, right? The year is like, wait, we now are running on 9 months a year instead of 12. That's how fast time is going. And that's what I feel has happened, where there's been a lot of time, 5 years for some of you, but it's going to vary from person to person, a long time of no communication. And this is heartfelt, I feel, on both sides. Now, there may be a little resistance from both sides, a little hesitation before you reach out. Make sure if it's you reaching out, you have it in your mind that it will be received and they will respond in a positive way. Your mind is going to hold the power over this. You're going to be in a frequency higher than you've ever been. So a lot of you put in the comments if you understand the frequency. The high vibration you are in is what creates the outcome. So I hope that that helps you, and I hope this video goes through the feed. They too, there's hesitation, like, should I, I'm going to wait a second. Should I, the hesitation is on both sides. But what I feel is going to take place is a lot of healing energy that is way overdue, regardless of how long it's been. Words that were said, things that weren't done, that really led both people to pull apart. And I feel that you used to be very close. So whether this is a family member, a friend, and anybody in your life where that fallout was there, and not even understanding the full ambiance of what the fallout was, there is a mending. Now, the card came out and said, yes, there is. This is the yes card, okay? The Magician. The reason this is taking place is because you have learned how to balance yourself. It's not really juggling. And my dad, I grew up around the circus. My dad was part of the circus. And so I used to watch the baby elephants when I was little. And it's a long story. I have quite an interesting life, actually. I just don't share that very much. Just little pieces, right? But these are all the pieces put together that creates this balance of elements of air, earth, fire, and water. And when we do this, we definitely connect to the divine, and we can do it this quick through 1 deep breath in, or 3 at the most. You can calm yourself and temper yourself. And this is what's coming. There's going to be a magical moment between you and this person. It may feel like a miracle to some of you because you thought you would never talk again. You thought you could never heal or fix, or neither side would take accountability. But I actually see the stubborn one, not necessarily you, because I called you stubborn. Whoever was the most stubborn in here has recognized and seen they're going to right their wrong. They're going to right their wrong. Okay, so there is definitely validation when it comes to a personal family member. Now, I am hearing bells, ding, ding, ding. Okay, now that could be Soul Bells, a product that I'm selling. These are going to be audio clips where I talk to you and help you get through this entire end of the year and further. That's going to be up very soon. And it may be for some of you, but it's actually going to be a bell that lets you know when to make the change, make the call, send the application, say hello. Okay, because some of you, the bells are going to lead to something that you have no idea is actually coming. Scorpio also had a really high vibing reading when it comes to a relationship coming in from out of the blue, unexpected. I am not looking at anybody, whether you're married or not, okay? This is a relationship opportunity that's going to come in from out of the blue that is really going to make you feel solid, stable, and in love. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and as far as this is a yes card, all right? The 8 of Pentacles is working very hard at something until wee hours of the morning, but also while you're doing this, that's when they come in. So this is your confirmation of what I just said, that they're going to come in when you're not paying attention. This relationship is going to be very interesting, extremely mentally stimulating. So these are long conversations talking about the depth of the cosmos, talking about the planets beyond the planets that we see, the things behind that we don't even know are there. So there's like this beautiful exchange of what if this, and I've seen this, or I feel this. It's like really opening up and expressing different areas of life, but going into deep philosophical conversations that you're going to absolutely love. But not only this, I feel there's a very mutual attraction between the two of you. Now remember, you are not expecting this. This is out of the blue. This is a part of your journey, because where we went wrong, so many people went wrong, is believing that we get to a certain point in our ascending journey, and then all of a sudden that person who triggered us comes back in. Because the whole story out there was that it's about your twin flame and finding the ultimate love partner. Well, that's not necessarily true. You are finding the ultimate love within your inner divine feminine and masculine connecting. Then you find the ultimate love. And oftentimes it is not that person that triggered you. And there are lots of people that can verify that. You may have possibly met this person briefly. I feel it would be brief, and maybe like walking by. I'm seeing a row of like a farmer's market, and somebody is standing there looking at you, hello, hello, and it was that quick, but you're going to remember that you saw him. It's like, I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you? That familiar feeling that's going to lead you to believe it's a soulmate. And yet this person is going to remember you as well. And you both are going to remember where you bumped into each other. More like serendipity is what it's really like. But serendipity is the soulmate energy. The Nine of Cups is talking about celebration and joy. This is absolute delight in what is coming your way when it comes to relationships, particularly new relationships under the romance category. You've been patient long enough, Sagittarius, and it is your time to actually move forward. It's your opportunity to listen to self, from self to self, connected mind, body, and spirit, to make sure that you are riding in through the end of the year into the new year underneath this umbrella of who you truly are, authentic. This is the real me. There's no mask. There are boundaries. There are healthy boundaries around you, but you allow people in, and it's equal give and exchange. So if you've been involved in relationships where there's no equal energy, that's changing. You're either going to leave them, or this person's going to fly in from out of the blue. And I have no judgment. Okay, whatever it works for you. But this is a very powerful energy where the Nine of Pentacles is surrounding you. Are you going to take one pentacle? Or are you going to take them all? And it, remember, affects everything on the material plane. So I do hope that helps you, and I wish you a great October. I look forward to your messages. Much love.